The structure of the Earth. The structure of the Earth, science neither we can see really the structure. According to scientists, the structure of the Earth consists of our crust, mainly composed of solid rock that hosts the oceans and continents.
Below the crust, in the mantle with a region of hot dense rock maintained almost solid by the great pressure about rock.
In the center is a core composed mainly of iron and not rock. Most of the core is in liquid, but a few portion in the center of the iron core is a probably solid.
Pacific Ocean surface is 200,700,000 square kilometers. The depth average is 4,280 meters and maximum 11,034 meters. The temperature, the range is minus 1.4 degrees and 30 degrees. Atlantic Ocean, the surface is 106,400,000 square kilometers. The depth average is 3,900 meters and maximum 9,200 meters. The temperature, the range is 9 degrees and 50 degrees. Indian Ocean, the surface is 73,560,000 square kilometers. The depth average is 4,000 to 5,000, a maximum 7,236 meters. The temperature, the range is minus 2 degrees and 10 degrees.
The Southern Ocean, their surface is 20,330,000 square kilometers. The depth, their average is 4,000 to 7,236 meters. The temperature, the range is minus 2 degrees to 10 degrees.
Arctic Ocean. The surface is 13,990,000 square kilometers. The depth average is 1,205 meters and maximum 5,400 meters. The temperature, the range is 10 degrees.
Are two representations of where Earth's water resides. The left sidebar chart shows how almost all of Earth's water is saline and amount that is actually fresh water. Only a relatively small portion is available to sustain human, plant, and animal life. Water is an important resource too because we use it for a variety of everyday things: drinking water, cooking food, washing clothes, and power production, just to name a few. However, the amount of water available for our use is surprisingly small compared with all the water that is present on the earth.
Earth's water is almost everywhere above the earth, in the air and close on the surface of the earth, in rivers, oceans, ice, plants, in living organisms and inside the earth in the top few miles of the ground. It is known as the blue planet because it's covered with water and from space it's seen as bright blue. Water occurs in many forms on Earth, and it's naturally present in all three phases of matter: liquid water, oceans, lakes, and streams; solid, ice caps and glaciers; and gas, water vapor in the atmosphere. Water in the Earth is very important because it is what allows life to exist. The Nile River. The Nile River is the largest river in Africa and was considered for centuries the longest river in the world, with 6,756 kilometers long. The Kagera River located in the west of Tanzania and is considered as the source of the Nile. Its birth is the longest course of flowing water in the Mediterranean. The total area of the Nile River exceeds 3,349 square kilometers.
10 countries share the Nile Basin: Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, Egypt, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya, Rwanda, Sudan, Tanzania, and Uganda. Of the 300 million people living in the 10 countries, they share waters approximately 116 million of people living in the limits of the basin.
Nile Basin has a variety of unique and productive ecosystems, including mountain areas, lakes, wetlands, and the river itself.
America. The climate varies considerably from region to region. In general, the climate is temperate. Temperatures reach both extremes of the scale, from freezing cold -80 degrees in Alaska to a piping hot 135 degrees in California's Death Valley.
Europe. Northern. Ocean climate is cold. In the southern is Mediterranean climate. Summer months is dry.
Africa. Climate zones: Sahara Desert, hot; Sahel, semi-arid. In the southern of Africa it's semi-tropical. Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa. Asia. The climate of Asia is wet across southeast section and dry across much of the interior. Some of the largest daily temperature ranges of in the Earth occur in western section of Asia. Siberia is one of the coldest places in the northern hemisphere.
Sulfides and nitrogen oxide is one of the most important of combustion of coal, oil, and other fuels. The major air pollutants. First, the carbon monoxide is produced by the combustion of gasoline in cars.
The smoke is produced by the incomplete combustion of waste materials, garbage, and cigarette consumption. If we could use the car less, throw less garbage, and contaminate as little as possible, what would happen? Yes, we will have a better world. Then we have natural contaminants. The natural contaminants, for example, are dust, smoke, spraying of sea, water, sulfurous gases, pollen, and forest trees. We can change our world. All the sharks reproduce sexually when the pterygopodium of the males is inserted in the opening of the females. The embryo develops between 9 months and 2 years depending on the species.
The movement. Swim continuously with undulating movements. The sensibility. To see, smell, feel, taste, hear, and electroperception.
Nutrition. Generally, almost all sharks are carnivorous, so they feed on many types of fish, seals, crabs, turtles, and so on.
Respiration. The sharks have 5 to 7 pairs of gills located on the side of their head. They do not have a peculiar like the common fish or oceans.
Excretion. Urine and excrement.
The growth of the algae is usually verified by a single terminal cell. The movement, some algae are ciliated, that is, they have a series of structures around them that allow them to move from side to side.
Sensitivity are eukaryotes, not terrestrial plants, with capacity to perform photosynthesis and obtain organic carbon with the energy of sunlight.
Nutrition. H2O and sunlight eats the food.
Algae breathe through the epidermis of their leaves. The algae directly absorb the dilute oxygen from the water.
Excretion. Pass waste through their lips.
The asexual reproduction in the single-celled algae usually is by simple division originating.
The first type of volcano is the shield volcano. It's very big. The lava flows from gentle eruptions. The lava cools become hard, shaped like shield, circular, sloping sides. Example, Mauna Loa, Hawaii.
Composite volcano. Smaller, 2,500 meters, but explosive and gentle eruption. Explosive layer of rocks and ash, peel off near vent. Lava floor covers ash, make a cone. Composite made up different parts. Example, Mount Fuji, Japan, and stale hands use.
The supervolcanoes. The supervolcanoes is the biggest of volcanoes, the most explosive eruptions. Don't form cone and leave huge crater or hole. Don't happen often, but can cause the destruction. One example is Toba. Toba exploded 75,000 years ago in Indonesia, killed 60% of people on the earth. The supervolcano is the most dangerous of volcanoes.